In this question, we're going to increase £8,560 by 48.2%. So the first thing we have to do is identify what our decimal multiplier is. Now to do that, you have to realize that this amount here is your 100%. And to that, you're going to add another 48.2%. Now that means in total you now have 148.2%. When you add the 100 to 48.2, you'll get 148.2%. And we also know to get from percentage to decimal, you have to divide by 100. So if we do 148.2 divided by 100, we'll get the answer is 1.482. So this is our decimal multiplier. So we've just worked out to increase something by 48.2, we just have to multiply by 1.482. So in our calculator, we're going to do 8,560 times 1.482. And then we'll get our answer. So as you can see, I've already typed in 8,560 into my calculator and then times it by 1.482, and the answer will now be 12,685.92. So as you can see, I've copied down the answer from my calculator, and the answer is £12,685.92. In this question, we are going to decrease 27,000 by 9%. So remember, the 27,000 represents the 100%, but then we're reducing it by 9%. So what will we have left? 91%. So what's 91% as a decimal? Well, you've got to do 91 divided by 100, which is 0.91. So to decrease something by 9%, the decimal multiplier is 0.91. So as you can see, I've already typed in 27,000, and then we'll times that by 0.91, and the answer is 24,570. So to tidy that up, we can write 27,000 times 0.91, and the answer is, as you can see on the screen, 24,570. So Adam's salary is £30,000. That's how much he gets in a year, and he is due to get an increase of 7%. How much will his salary increase by? Now this is very important, the increase by. They're not asking for his total salary at the end of the rise. They're asking how much will his salary go up by. So first of all, what is 7% increase as a decimal multiplier? Well, don't forget, the 30,000 represents 100%. Then he'll get an additional 7%. So his total salary is going to be 107%. So if you do 107 divided by 100, we will get 1.07. So this is very important that we now know that the decimal multiplier is 1.07. Sometimes students make a mistake. They see 7% and they think that the decimal multiplier is 1.70. That is wrong, because that is actually a 70% increase. That is wrong. So we know that the decimal multiplier now is 1.07. So now that we know that our decimal multiplier is 1.07, we can just do 30,000 times 1.07. So this represents a 7% increase. So if you get our calculator out, so as you can see, I've already typed in 30,000 and you times it by 1.07, and the answer is 32,100. So I've written that in now. So his salary is now £32,100. But the question didn't ask us this. The question didn't ask us what is his new salary. they ask us how much will his salary increase by. So what we have to do is we have to do the 32,100, which is his new salary, £32,100, and take it away from the original 30,000. So as you can see on my calculator, I've done 32,100 minus 30,000, and the answer is £2,100. So in fact, that is our final answer. The final answer is £2,100. That's what the increase was. So you've got to read the question very carefully. Are they asking us for the increase, or are they asking us for his new income or his new salary? In this case, it was asking us for how much did his salary go up by. What was the amount in pounds that his salary went up by? Question 12. The original price of a laptop is £430. In a sale, it is reduced by 15%. What is the new price? So remember, the original price represents 100%. So that's the £430. But it reduced by 15%. So the amount we've got left is 85%. So 85% as a decimal multiplier, remember, is 85 divided by 100, which is 0.85. So on our calculator, we have to do 430 times 0.85. So as you can see, I've typed the answer. I've typed 430 times 0.85, and I've got the answer to be £365.50p. So the answer is £365.50p. So that's how much the laptop will be worth after the sale of 15%. So as you can see, a laptop that was £430, after it's reduced by 15%, the decimal multiplier will be 0.85. The new value, the sale price of the laptop, will be £365.50. Question 13. A shop is advertising the following bundle offer. Bundle meaning if you buy more than one thing. Okay. So the tablet normally on its own is £200, and a screen protector and case for the tablet is £20. But what the shop is saying is if you buy them both together, you get a 6% discount. So if I was to buy them individually or without the offer, it would be £200 plus £20, which would be £220. But because if you buy them together, the offering has a discount, you can get a 6% discount. So the 100% is represented by this rectangle. It's going to decrease by 6%. So that means we're actually going to pay 94%. So 6% reduction would mean we're only paying 94%. So as a decimal multiplier, a 6% reduction we would write as times by 0.94. So on our calculator, we will do £220 times by 0.94. £220 times by 0.94 to get our answer. So as you can see on the calculator, when I did 200 times 0.94, the new price that I have to pay, or the sale price for buying the bundle, is £206.80p. So really all I'm paying is, if I buy the tablet for £200, I'll only be paying another £6.80 for the case. So it's a good offer. So the bundle offer will be £206.80p. So the original price was £220. Because we decreased it by 6%, the decimal multiplier 0.94, and when you multiply the two together, the answer is £206.80p. Question 14. Jane earns £3,000 a month. She spends 40% of this money on the mortgage. So when you buy a house, you have to pay a mortgage for the house. And she pays 26% of this on her food and 12% on her bills. How much of the £300 has she left after she's paid those three things? So there's two ways you can do this question. The first way is you can work out 40% of 3,000. So 3,000 times by 0.4 would give you 40%, or 0.40. I don't really need the 0 there, but if you wanted to do just for illustration, I'm just writing it down. Then 3,000, that would be her mortgage amount. Then 3,000 times 0.26 would be the amount she spends on food, and then 3,000 times 0.12 would be the amount she spends on her bills. So I'm going to get a calculator out and do those calculations. So 3,000 times 0.4 or 0.40, same thing, 40, okay, will give you £1,200. So £1,200 is how much she's paying for her mortgage. Next, as you can see, I've done 3,000 times 0.26 and we've got the answer of £780. So £780 is the amount she pays for her food. Last calculation, as you can see on my calculator, is I've done 3,000 times 0.12 is how much she pays on her bills, which is £360. So now we can see she paid £360 for her bills. So the £1,200 was her mortgage, £780 was on food, and £360 on bills. That's her total expenditure. So we now have to add these three figures together. So as you can see on my screen, I have in my calculator added the three figures together, and the total comes to £2,340. So that's how much she spent. Now remember, she had £3,000, that was her income. So now to work out what she's got left, we have to do 3,000 and then minus 2,340. Do that on the calculator. The answer is £660. So that's the total amount that she'll have left after all her expenditures. The other way to do it, probably a much more quicker way, would be to add the percentages. So the 40%, add the 26%, add the 12%. So when you add all the percentages together, you'll have 78%. Now all percentages have to add up to 100%. So if you do 100 minus 78, you give the answer of 22%. So her leftover will be 22%. So what we have to do is just work out what 22% of 3,000 is, and we'll get our answer much quicker. So 22% as a decimal multiplier is 3,000 times 0.22. So you can get a calculator. As you can see on my calculator, I've done 3,000 times 0.22 and I've got the answer of £660, which is the same as what I've done it with the other method. So after all her expenditure, she'll only have 22% of her salary left. So 3,000 times 0.22 is £660.